I'm going to change your entire perception about negative feelings just with one question. This is a question that I often ask as a psychologist. And this question is, do you want to be feeling this feeling? So there's a huge difference between having things happen to us and us choosing things for us when it comes to psychology. Whenever we choose something, then we typically have less negative effects from it. And so if you decide that you want to be feeling a particular feeling, then that changes everything. And the idea behind this is that we typically do actually want to be feeling a lot of the negative emotions we're feeling. The reason for this is because they tell us things that we want. They tell us about our needs. They tell us about things we should be doing. For instance, when we feel angry, typically anger is associated with a sense of justice. So usually we tend to feel angry when we feel like we're being impeded on, when we're being taken advantage of, when a boundary has been crossed. And for most of us, we want to feel angry when that happens, because if we didn't have anger, then we would just be walked all over. Additionally, something like guilt is actually really useful because it helps you align with your values. So maybe you spoke to a loved one in a way that didn't align with your values. That's not how you wanted to treat them. And then you have this like overwhelming sense of guilt. And so you actually want that guilt. Like you want to feel that because it reminds you like, hey, this is not the person I want to be. And if you didn't have that guilt, then you would just kind of go down the rabbit hole of becoming this person that you didn't want to be. You would just keep doing it. You would keep speaking to them in a way that you didn't like, and that maybe wasn't kind to them, and you would just damage the relationship and become this kind of person that you don't even respect. So all of these quote unquote negative feelings are feelings we typically want. Like we want these feelings. They help us. And so if you kind of change your mindset around negative feelings, they tend to become less painful because you realize that like, no, actually, I want to be feeling this. Like, I want to be sad when I lose something I love. I want to feel guilt when I don't align with my values. I want to feel angry when somebody encroaches on my boundaries. These are all very good things. And if we try to numb them or suppress them or ignore them, then we're missing out on a lot of really important signs of how we could change our lives for the better.